Hello, I'm King Link, and today I want to talk about achievements and trophies. So I've just done two topics on bigger concepts than specific games, and while they may never be my top videos, I really like putting out content that I want to talk about. Today though, I'm going to be taking off that game designer hat for a bit and talk about something I care passionately about as I play games and why I do. It's still a bit of a design review, but more focused on my personal experience and opinions on achievements. We need to go back to November 25th, 2005, and that was an important day, especially in the world of gaming. On that day, the Microsoft Xbox 360 was launched, and while so many things are important about that single console, the one that I think mattered the most to me was this. And that, of course, was an achievement unlock on the game that launched on the Xbox 360's hard drive, Hexic. That animation, that feeling, even the sound of it is intoxicating. Something about the Xbox achievements drove me mad. My first achievement ever was in June 2006, and I've been in love with them ever since. I'm probably not the only one because this video is actually going to be filled with a lot of websites devoted to just achievements and trophies. I can't really name them all, but True Achievements and astats.nl are some of my favorites. I'll list as many as I have on the video down in the descriptions, of course, but there's a lot of achievement sites, guides, lists, and everything, even in YouTube videos, as well as websites and forums. There's so many of these things that I've decided to limit gameplay footage this week, and I'm going to only be showing websites related to gaming and features that I've been using over the years. When I say achievements matter to me, it's not a lie or an embellishment. I have over 27,000 achievements and trophies across the Xbox, PlayStation, and Steam systems. I really love this stuff. My favorite personal stat is that I had a run of 629 days where I earned at least one PlayStation trophy a day with a total of 4,109 trophies over that period. That run actually includes 2 crunches while making games myself, and both my wedding and my honeymoon. Please don't mention this to my wife. She actually does know about it. She has used it against me in arguments. I just really don't want to remind her of it. So yeah, I love achievements, and listen, I'm not here to tell you achievements are game design's greatest gift to humanity or Microsoft is brilliant for them. I just want to talk about why I love them, and if you don't feel this way, I get it, but achievements are important to a lot of people. So since I talk about game design, hopefully you should at least understand it from that perspective. I like achievements because I feel that they tell a story, not necessarily from the game side, but rather a story of the player. I can look back at my True Achievements profile and see almost every game I ever played, every achievement I ever earned, and when I earned it. With advanced analytics, there's actually a lot more that people can discover about me or just gamers in general. It's often proof of my adventures, actions, and accomplishment, and there's a reason that people show off their platinum trophies as a badge of honor because they mean something to them. I love the fact that I can actually go back and remember beating a level, or even the game as a whole, or making just some random action happen. Does it matter that I hijacked a Banshee in Halo Reach? Probably not, but a big piece of the entire achievement list in a Halo game is telling a player what's possible and what each player can achieve. If you don't have the achievement for hijacking a Banshee, well, you probably haven't done it. Achievements create points on the story of a single gamer, and leave that as a written history of what players have done in the game and when. This might not sound important, but if you want to know what games I've personally played, how far I got in them, or even what I've done in them, you now have the answer, and that's because I am King Link on both PlayStation and Steam, as well as King Link 2 on Xbox, and yes, the 2 does bother me. This doesn't mean achievements are perfect. God, they're really imperfect. We're long past the point of over 100,000 achievements on just the Xbox platforms, which happened in 2015. True Achievements actually says they are tracking 190,000 achievements on Microsoft's platform. True Trophies actually claims to have over 300,000 trophies, and True Steam Achievements, 2 million trophies. And that's not a misprint, but more a sign of an issue that exists on Steam. You see, there's no authority, though, on what each of these systems is, or rather, there was, but exceptions have been made multiple times. The Orange Box was probably the first game with an exception with more than 50 achievements at launch with 99 total achievements. That was a massive change. With DLC, games get more, and many games have over 1,000 gamer score, some games even getting close to 2,000 gamer score after all the DLC is out. And this isn't me just bagging on Microsoft. Sony hasn't done much better, as they do have a grading system for their trophies but not an overall gamer score, but achievements have points and trophies have rarity levels, which hopefully are right. Now most games have around 50 trophies at the most, which works. And then there's Drive Club and DC Universe Online, which has over 100 trophies because reasons. Really, DLC probably. Steam doesn't award a numerical grade to each trophy, which is another problem, and let's just say it's open season if people want to be scummy. Here's a game with over 10,000 achievements. That's more achievements than 200 Xbox games. Yeah, like I said, disgusting. Now, sites have fought this, as you'll see on the right side here, marks it as a spam game, which, yeah, it is. And astats.nl has capped the achievements, but the point is, this is bedlam over here. There's also the issues of players being able to unlock some or all its Steam achievements through hacks. I dislike this, but I also understand it's really just an API. When you understand the back end, it makes a little more sense. Honestly, achievements don't matter unless you make them matter. And I'll vouch for my achievements, but I'd caution people looking at others' achievements if they don't already trust that person. Still, many games have great achievement lists, and well, okay. Avatar was the first game that you could get 1,000 gamer score in under 2 minutes, which was a famous early problem. The fact is, trying to compare gamer score is like trying to compare upvotes on YouTube or Reddit or likes on Twitter or Facebook. It's not a meaningful statistic outside of large group dynamics or ratios, and it's easily gamed. And of course, sadly, some games have achievements that are no longer available due to glitches, changed gameplay, removed online components, and more. And this is something we tried to avoid when I was working on MLB The Show for a couple years, and I was actually happy because I hate the idea of locking someone out of their platinum trophy once we decommission servers. Speaking of which, well, I actually love the idea of the platinum trophy, and while some games still give an achievement for the same thing, it's not the same. You see, having a trophy that says that you officially beat a game is wonderful. I have 47 platinum trophies, and while I have 29 completed Xbox games and over 70 Steam games at 100%, the platinum just feels like they mean more in some intangible way. And a big piece is that they have a grade to the trophy, the platinum grade, which only that trophy can be. Everything about these systems, though, is intangible, and they should stay that way. There's no real-world representation of this stuff that could be truly satisfying, but at the same time, it's something that you can chase as you play games. And in the past, I've been what's known as an achievement hunter, and by that I mean I actively chased achievements. I still valued the quality of the game above just some random gamer score, but when I start a game, I'd usually already have a list so I know what achievements are available, and usually the difficulty and what I might want to avoid missing. Now, personally, I've changed over time. I mean, I think reviewing games has definitely helped that, but also, I reached my limit. I just don't care that much about having a high completion list. Instead, I mostly will play a game through, well, having a minor look at the achievements. Yet, after I finish almost any game, I still find myself checking out the list, trying to score some minor achievements whenever possible, because it allows me to feel that I've made an attempt, and often means I get to see more of the game that I might have missed on my first playthrough or try different things. So, why this video? Well, you see, last week I was talking about player choice, and I actually played Detroit Become Human. I probably could have booted up my PlayStation 4 copy, but instead I wanted to play it on PC, so I bought it from Epic's game store, and something was off about it. The same was true when I played Yooka-Laylee at the beginning of the year, Outer Worlds. You see, Epic doesn't have achievements. Hopefully this Trello board for their development shows it's coming very soon. It was actually moved up to up next in April, so maybe it's right around the corner, but that doesn't solve the problem totally. Until we get to the point that a majority of the games at Epic Game Store starts implementing their achievement API, whatever that will look like, we'll still be lacking our achievements, though I am looking forward to the near future when we at least have the opportunity to have achievements in Epic Games. On the other hand, Nintendo still doesn't have them, and I really like to applaud Nintendo for the fact that they've reached the year 2010 with their online offerings, but can someone wake them up to the fact that people really would like a system-wide achievement system? And if we're talking about it, better friends list, online systems, I mean, there's quite a few things they could do better. This is 2 console generations late for them, and I get it, the Wii U didn't have to have achievements, but Can we finally get them on the Switch? It doesn't have to be a direct copy of either of the other two platforms, maybe call them stickers or something, but it'd be nice to have a record of what I've done on various games on the platform. And yes, Nintendo fans, in-game achievements exist, but that means to find out my status, I have to go find that game, boot it up, understand the achievement systems, look it up, and there's no way to scrape that or compare it to friends or anything else. Really, this could be so much easier, and I think you understand that. And I will understand the backlash of, I don't like achievements. Okay, fine, don't use them. All achievement systems should have a way to visually disable them from the start. If they don't, let me know. I'll personally fight on your side to get that for you. No one should have to use achievements. And while some games have great integrations with achievement systems, such as Dead Rising, giving items for reaching certain achievements, you shouldn't be forced to see the achievement systems. That's perfectly fine. But at least give the option so that players who like achievements can see them and players who don't have to see them. As it is now on Nintendo, you don't get them at all, period. And if you're like me and you love achievements, or if what I've been talking about has resonated with you at some level, well, I'm glad. I'm sure some of you are always a little disappointed when you look back on old NES games and just wish there was a record of success outside of the old Nintendo Power showing leaderboards or photos people cherished of their accomplishments. The good news, though, is that actually exists. Retro Achievements. Emulators now report achievements to Retro Achievements, and that site has achievements for a massive number of systems and games on all those systems, with new ones constantly being added. There's over 100,000 active achievements in the database, and I just love the fact that people are taking their love of achievements and applying it to older games. It's a really impressive system, and I just want to call out their good work. Now, those are just some of my thoughts on achievements and what they've meant to me over the years, and still do mean. If you're, however, a designer, you should probably ask yourself some important questions about your game. What story does your achievements tell about your game, or even your player of your game? What achievements are fans going to want to chase after, and what will be interesting to achieve as you play the game? Now, this video isn't intended as a full design review of achievement systems, and I could do that one day, talking about the best and worst achievements or achievement systems. But in general, avoid repetitive tasks or using a skill a certain amount of times, as adding grind to a game isn't good even in an achievement list. Unique achievements will stand out more than how many times can you hit the enemy in a row. Of course, be creative, be funny, but just think about them a little more, because even if you don't understand why they're important, you never know. The achievement list might be why someone wants to pick up your game. And thank you for listening to me talk about what amounts to a love letter to achievement systems. And while I'm sure I'm not the only one who enjoys achievements, if you do have a personal story or a favorite achievement, let me know in the comments, or just tell me what your favorite achievement site is if I've missed it. And as always, like, subscribe, and do whatever else you do to videos you enjoy, even if you didn't fully enjoy this one. You see, I don't just love achievements in games. Anything can have a cool achievement. I just passed my second year of doing YouTube videos this month, for instance. I'm also closing in on a major milestone that I thought would never happen, reaching 1,000 subscribers. So I'm excited about that, and I'd love if you could help me reach that. I'm just going to be popping up a couple more videos from me, and I'll be back next time. I'm probably going to be taking a break from just these random game mechanics and talk about a game I played recently and I'm absolutely loving, or maybe Epic exclusivity, because that's been annoying me recently too. Until then, I'm King Link, and thank you for watching.